AITA for telling my cousin the real reason she was uninvited from my house after she accused my husband of flirting with her. I'm a 31 female, my husband is 33 male, and my cousin is 29 female. We grew up basically like sisters, lots of sleepovers, shared clothes, shared secrets, and I always knew she liked attention, but I never thought she'd aim it at my marriage of all things. She came to stay with us for a week while she was figuring things out, which already made me nervous, but I agreed because family pressure is a hell of a thing, and I didn't want to seem cold. At first everything was fine, a little awkward but manageable. Then she started making comments about my husband, how fit he was, how lucky I was, how men like him are rare. Always when I was in the room, so I felt crazy for being uncomfortable. Midweek she pulled me aside and said my husband was flirting with her, that he lingered when talking to her, and made her feel seen. I was shocked because my husband is painfully straightforward and socially awkward, like he forgets to flirt with me sometimes. I asked for specifics and she couldn't give any, just vibes and feelings, and how she didn't want to cause drama but felt I deserved to know. I talked to my husband and he was genuinely confused, said he'd barely spoken to her beyond small talk, and had been intentionally distant because he felt she was being weird toward him. That's when it clicked. She wasn't uncomfortable, she was fishing. That night she wore a very revealing outfit to dinner and sat way too close to him, laughing loudly at nothing and touching his arm. I watched my husband physically move his chair away, and that was it for me. I told her the next morning she needed to leave. She lost it. Said I was choosing a man over family, that I was insecure and threatened by her, and then told relatives that I kicked her out because she protected me by telling me about my husband's behavior. I corrected the story in the family group chat and said she was uninvited because she made my husband uncomfortable and tried to twist it into something else. Now half the family thinks I embarrassed her unnecessarily and should have kept it private. The other half says she crossed a massive line. She's calling me cruel and saying I ruined her reputation. But I refuse to let someone imply my husband is a creep when she was the one pushing boundaries in my own home. I feel justified but exhausted, and I hate that defending my marriage somehow turned into a family scandal. AITA for telling the truth about why my cousin was uninvited instead of letting her control the narrative.